Incredible lights. We're going to bring you lights that will actually aid you in an emergency situation. Let's take another look at our best buy of the day. Okay, here they are. We're so excited. One time a year, Living Glow brings us their rechargeable LED bulbs. Tonight, we're doing a 6-pack of them. So what's unique about these bulbs is they are LED, and yes, they are rechargeable, but you're asking, well, how do you recharge them? You just screw them into any light socket that you traditionally would use a standard light bulb. When they're being powered and used throughout your normal everyday use, if and when an emergency situation happens, and they always seem to happen at the worst time, these bulbs will actually turn on for 6 hours. So they become your emergency flashlight. They'll be in your lamps, in any type of sconces or any type of light fixtures that you have. Nearly 2,000 have been spoken for. You're getting 6. We're also actually including these power caps. These will turn them into little flashlights. You're getting 3 of the adapters, and you're also getting 3 bulb stands. This configuration exclusive to us here at HSN should be over $83 and change. Tonight, 60% off, $11.66 to get them home. And in the years past, you've had to choose if you wanted a soft light or the daylight. Now on board, there's actually a little switch. You're getting both in the bulb, so you can switch back and forth if you want to. 862-943 is your item number. I want to introduce you to our Living Glow expert. Julie Truster is joining us tonight. Julie, already incredibly so popular. I really think it's just a smarter bulb, if you will, to have in your house that you know is going to be there for you if and when that power goes out. It's really a unique design.
So this product has put Living Glow on the map. Yeah. It really has. Just here at HSN, we've sold over, is it
4.5 million.
Okay. Every time I'm here, it changes.
I know,
because it goes up so much. 4.5 million light bulbs, always a customer pick. So this bulb right here, it's a standard everyday bulb. It fits a standard socket. You'll recognize it. It looks like a regular bulb. But what makes it so special is when you lose power, each bulb has 6 hours of light in it. People say, well, how do I charge it? You just simply screw it into a standard socket, and when it's on, it's charging. After 10 hours, it's fully charged, and you never have to touch it again. A couple things about this bulb with this today's special is that there's a switch up here on the bulb, and it turns it from soft to daylight with the touch of one bulb. There's soft and there's daylight. So you don't have to buy 2 sets anymore. They're gonna dim the lights so you can see that's that bright white crisp, and there's the soft. So you have both of these. Maybe during the day you want it in the bright white, and at night you want it a little bit softer. So again, I'm just switching it inside here, and you can switch it up instead of buying 2 sets. You also are getting the power cap, which what that does is with a charged bulb, you can unscrew it from your lamp and turn this on, and you have a portable flashlight, so you can walk around. You don't have to worry about tripping or falling. Again, if you lose power, that's what makes them so special. So let me show you my demonstration here. So also these bulbs, you can put them in a single lamp, a desk lamp, a floor lamp, a hanging light fixture, but also in the multi-sconces or multi-socket fixtures like this, like the sconces. And so these are the Living Glow. The lamp that you see over there, that's a regular LED bulb. Watch when we lose power. I'm gonna cut the power. 1, 2, 3. The lamp went off, the Living Glow came on. I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3. The lamp goes off, your Living Glow comes on. You have 6 hours of light, 6 hours of light, 6 hours of light, but you're getting 6 of them. Each bulb is rated for 50,000 hours, so if you have it on for, let's say, 3 hours a day, it's gonna be 45 years. It's gonna last 45 years and 45 years. So right now, there's no power to this, and it's still on. If you want, you can unscrew the bulb and walk around with it. Let me turn it on again because it's so quick. 1, 2, 3. Do you see that flash? That's how quickly. When the power goes out, if your lights are on, these will automatically stay on. They just blink just like that. If they're off, if you're asleep in your bed and you're asleep, you just turn your light switch on and they will turn on with no power.
That's amazing.
So it is so amazing. They're like magic bulbs. So let me show you again. These are Living Glow. That's a standard light. When the power goes out, let's say it's 8 o'clock at night, 1, 2, 3, power goes out. It goes totally dark, but you're gonna have light. And it's completely automatic. You don't have to buy any batteries, you don't have to do anything. And the great thing about these is you use them every single day. Jared, our producer, said that he took out every single one of his bulbs and he replaced it with Living Glow in his entire house.
I'm gonna do the same because it's an investment in your safety and your peace of mind. And quite frankly, you need light bulbs anyway. Why not get the best of the best? Because if and when the power goes out, and I'm telling you somewhere in the country, it's happening right now. It happens even on a regular day. Somebody could trip a wire. There could be maintenance happening. I know in my neighborhood, there's a lot of construction. You just never know when there's going to be a power line down. And the fact of the matter is you're impacted. And they don't really care because they've got to figure it out, right? So it could be an emergency situation, like a storm, like a hurricane, like a rolling blackout. You know, there's a tornado. What's really great about these, and I own an older iteration of these before they had the 2 different tones on board. You see that? Let me show you something. What's nice is you're getting all of these caps. This is what, you see, that looks just like your traditional light bulb. So there's nothing fancy. You don't have to buy a new lamp. You don't have to get special lighting fixtures. You do not plug these in. There's no cords. You're going to say these, get home, you're going to say, well, how do they work? All I want you to do is screw them in anywhere you have a traditional light bulb. But to Julie's point, when they're inherently sitting in that light fixture, they're automatically charging themselves. So when the power goes out or you needed them as a emergency situation, then they become your flashlight. And they're gonna stay cooler than a traditional light bulb. And you're getting 6. You're getting 6 of them. You're getting 6 of those end caps. You're also gonna get 3 of these adapters, which we're gonna show you how those work, and 3 of the light bulb stands. This complete configuration happens 1 time a year. We're doing it today. We are literally just in the middle of summer, just in the middle of June. Each one of these, you would buy separately, and you would buy the adapters, you would be spending close to $85. Tonight, they're 60% off, and each bulb is gonna last you about 45 years, and it's gonna cost you less money on your energy bill, about $1 a year per bulb. And today, when you're getting these home at $34.99, this is your, maybe this is your lamp in your bedroom, your lamp in the foyer, the lamp in the living room. Maybe it's the kitchen lamp, the bathroom lamp, your son or daughter lamps. Like, this should be replacing everything. And they're a huge customer pick with 4.5 million light bulbs that have been sold in just the last few years here at HSN. The fact that this is the only Today Special we're doing all year is a big deal. And I know we had an earlier presentation and most of you are buying multiple sets. We're actually not limiting how many you can get. You know, Julie, you could get more than 2 sets for less than the price of 1 pack that you normally get in retail.
And if you go into retail in those big box stores, first of all, you're in that aisle and there's so many light bulbs and it's so confusing. They have something similar. It doesn't have the switch on it and all that stuff. 1 bulb is around $18.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Are you serious?
Yes. And it's well worth it for $18 because each bulb is going to last around 45 years. So what Living Glow did is they took what was out there, but they made it better. So they added the switch on it. Okay, so it switches from daylight to soft with 1 bulb, so you don't have to buy 2 different bulbs. So this is soft, and that's daylight. And that's a matter of personal preference. These are a standard bulb. They're a 60-watt equivalent. They're 800 lumen. That's your soft, and there's your daylight. Soft, daylight. Maybe you want this during the day, and at night you want this, at night you want a little bit softer. You can do that. You can also watch, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bulb out. Let's say you lose power and you need to walk around and check on the kids. You need to check the breaker box. Or maybe it's tornado season where you live and you need to go down to the basement. You can screw in this portable flashlight now, put that power cap on, and look at this. This is like carrying around a lamp. You can walk around with this, and you can see right here, you're not gonna trip over the dog. Nope. You're not gonna trip over a pair of shoes. If you have to go down to the basement, because my mom did this. In fact, I put some in the basement for my mom because she lives in Kansas, where all the tornadoes happen. But she was afraid to walk down in the dark think how dark it gets when you lose power. It's pitch black. So anyway, she put this, right, she put it in her lamp next to her bed, so if she loses power, she can go down the stairs and she's not gonna worry about tripping or falling. So I'm gonna screw this in again, and I wanna show you another cool thing that Living Glow did. So you're also getting these power plugs. So my lamp is plugged in to the wall. I'm gonna unplug it. Okay, just like this, okay, we lose power. You can take these power plugs, you're getting 3 of them, and watch this. This is where they call it the magic bulb. You see this? Hold on, I'm in the dark, there we go. And you can plug it in, and now you can walk, I'm not plugged into the wall. This is a power plug.
You're plugged into a floating outlet right now.
Exactly.
Julie.
So if you want to take this out, maybe on your deck, you want to hang out, you're grilling out with your neighbors, you want to go outside, you want to go on the front porch, you can walk around with this lamp. Or again, if you lose power and you need to go down to the basement maybe, or you need to go outside, you can walk around with your lamp and you have 6 hours of light
continuously if you need it. But most of us, we don't need it continuously at that time because obviously, you know, you probably will go to sleep or whatever the situation may be. So I'm so happy you guys are here. Customer pick, #1 bestseller, Living Glow. This is the item that put them on the map. This is what made them so incredibly famous, and they keep reinventing and improving their LED bulbs. They are rechargeable, but you don't need any extra cords. Basically, the way they recharge themselves is by screwing them in to wherever you need light, and you're gonna use that light every single day. So your every single day usage of having this in your lamp anywhere in your home is going to mean that it is ready to go if there is an emergency situation. And you're not getting just 2, you're not getting 4, you're actually getting 6, and they come with 6 of these little end caps, which make them, you know, like that portable little flashlight. And I love that you said they're kind of the same as like a 60 lumens, which made a lot of sense to me. And then you're also getting those little 3 magic adapters right there, those little plug adapters. So if you need to take that lamp somewhere else than other the room that it's in, you can absolutely do that. $83.97 is the comparable retail value. Tonight we're doing 60% off. You could get 2 for less than the price of 1 set. $11.66 gets it home. And I just want to remind everybody, we give you 30 days to try anything. If you don't love it, you can send it back. But you don't have 30 days to get this price. This price just launched about an hour ago, and it's a one day offer, one day only offer. We only do this one time a year. So I want you to think about gifts. I know, it's kind of weird. You're like, gifts, why would I? Mom, Father's Day just happened. This is one of those thoughtful gifts, one of those practical gifts, housewarming. If you've got a kid that's getting their first apartment, or maybe you have someone who's downsizing, or maybe it's your neighbor who's the one that always helps you out when you're coming home late from work and they're helping you with the dog. Like, this is something that everybody can use in their house. And then God forbid there is an emergency situation, which a lot of times, like you said it, like your breaker box can just go on the fritz.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I have to wait for the energy company, you know, to come out, the power company to come out tomorrow or the next day.
Yes.
You've got light, you've got power. You can see things that's happening in your home, which again, takes that fear.
Yes.
Nobody wants to sit in the dark.
Everyone loses power.
At some point.
It's really not if, it's when you lose power. And that's the thing. So these are so simple, and they fit a standard socket. It can be a table lamp, a desk lamp, a floor lamp. Maybe it's a hanging light fixture. Now, one of our brand new features is that you can put it in these multi-socket fixtures, like these sconces. If you have something in the bathroom, if you lose power and you need to go to the bathroom, which everyone does, you go into the bathroom, you flip your switch, and you have light. Each bulb, when you lose power, will last for 6 hours. When it's on, you can turn it off if you want to, but 6 hours, 6 hours, and 6 hours. You can unscrew the bulb. You can put your power cap on if you want to. You can walk around. Now, let me show you right now. This is plugged into the wall, but I'm going to cut the power. 1, 2, 3. It blinks. Okay, I'm going to do it again. There's no power right now, and these are on. Okay, I'm going to turn it on again with the lamp. Over here, there's the lamp. 1, 2, 3. You see it blink. So if the lights go off, let's just say it's 6 o'clock at night, you have your lights on, you're not even gonna notice. Your lights will just stay on. They'll do that little blink. I'll show you the little blink again. 1, 2, 3. power goes out, lightning strikes, you have no power, these will automatically come on. And you have to think about it in your neighborhood when it goes dark. I know in our neighborhood, the street lights are out. There's no lights in the house. There's not one little teeny tiny light. It is pitch black. It is so dark. So it's nice to be able to have these, and you're getting 6 of them. They are a great gift. And let me tell you, when hurricane season comes, I can't tell you how many of my friends say, you know what, I forgot to buy them that day. I don't have them. Do you have any bulbs around?
Yeah, the magic bulbs. No, it's true.
Bulbs?
And the fact of the matter is just don't wait. You don't want to be thinking back to this time when you were flipping through the channels and you're like, oh, I wasn't planning on spending any money today. But quite frankly, you are investing in a peace of mind. Plus, that's actually going to save you on your energy costs, right? Because these are more energy efficient. They're LED. They are basically shatter resistant. They're cooler to the touch, so they're not as hot as a traditional light bulb. And you're getting 6. So this takes care of a lot of lighting fixtures in your home. It's your end tables. Maybe it's that foyer table. Maybe it's the table lamp in the living room. Maybe it's the guest room. Maybe it's the kids' room. Maybe it's the office. Maybe it's now in your vanity or in your bathroom. Buy a couple sets. We're actually not limiting how many you want. Here's a little tip and a trick for me who's a savvy shopper. The Today Special will run out, okay? We will, even if we have any sets left, the price goes up, Julie. We will not honor the price at a later date, even if you buy one set today. So here's my tip. Buy multiple sets, put them all around your house. If for some reason you don't use a set, you don't gift the set, you return it, you get your money back. You don't get stuck with it just because you bought more than one. $11.60 on any major credit card gets it home. And we'll go kind of to the beginning because I look at this and I know people are watching and they're like, it's a LED light bulb. Well, I see those on aisle 5 at the construction store.
Big store, right.
Yeah, those depots or something, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's like what's so different about this LED light? They are drastically different than a traditional LED light.
If this was just a regular LED bulb, that price would be about what a regular LED bulb is. But what makes them so special, they fit a standard socket. You can put them in a lamp, hanging light fixture, multi-sockets, is that when you lose power, these will automatically come on. I just want to show it to you that it looks like a standard bulb. It is a standard bulb and it fits a standard socket. And if you see that little switch right there, that's what turns it from day to soft. Even, it doesn't right now because I don't have it plugged in, but it goes from daylight to soft. That's your little switch right there. That's one of the brand new features. You can also put this in a multi-socket fixture. So something that looks like this, maybe in your bathroom. But when you lose power, you just, so you screw it in when you get it home and you use it every single day. This is gonna be your everyday bulb. That's why Jared, our producer, swapped out every single bulb he had in his house and he put these in. Because when you do have power, you're always prepared. They're already charged because people say, how do I charge them?
Can I tell you, can I make a confession, Julie? I'm gonna make a confession. I might have bought a set at some point. I saw you and I was home and I put them in like that back stock area in my pantry in a little bin because I was like, oh, I don't need them now. There's not an emergency now. I listened to Julie's presentation. And so then when the hurricanes happened last year.
They weren't charged. Yes, when you get these home, you don't put these in your emergency kit.
Screw them in.
Yeah, you use these
use them
every day. It's a regular bulb. You have to buy light bulbs anyway. Each one of these is gonna last around 45 years if you use it 3 hours a day. And you're gonna forget that they have that special feature when you lose power. But if your lights are on, they automatically come on. My mom forgot all about it. She thought her TV blew out because her light switched so quick, she didn't realize, she said, my TV broke. And then she realized she lost power, but she had light in her house. And then her neighbors were saying, how do you have light?
Right.
Do you have a generator?
And people know that because they can see it from across the street.
I have a question. In the house.
I have like a traditional light bulb and one of those hanging lights over my countertop.
Yes.
It's just a single light. Can I use this?
You sure can.
Stop it.
Yep. And so with your regular light switch, and then if you lose power and your lights are off, you just go over and flip your switch and your lights will come on with no power. Let me show you again. So these 3, we have power because this one over here.
This is a regular light bulb.
That's a regular light bulb. So I've got a little breaker box here. 1, 2, 3. Power goes out, the lamp over there is off. Okay, you have no power to that. There's no power to this either. But each bulb is gonna last up to 6 hours. So you've got We have 6, so that's 36 hours. You're getting 6 bulbs, and you have 6 hours. That's 36 hours of light. And then you don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy batteries. You never have to take them out to charge them.
Nope.
And then, so let me turn it on again, okay? Now it's getting charged through the wall. 1, 2, 3. Power goes out. These bulbs automatically come on. Now, if you're asleep at night and you're in bed and your lights are off, they don't automatically come on. You just go over and turn your lamp on.
That's a really good thing that I was thinking about in our last presentation is that you're not like leaving your light switch on all the time. You use these just like you use any other light fixture. You turn them on, you turn it off. That's in your bedroom, that's in your kitchen, that's in your bathroom, on, off, on, off. They work regularly. But in the moment when the house loses power and you have that moment, that freak out moment, you know if you turn on the light wherever these bulbs are at, the power instantaneously, even though there's no actual power, it's gonna power the light bulb. The light bulb's gonna turn on, just like it does here in my hands. Remember, this is not attached to a light socket, right? Because it is actually charged by the everyday use. And today you're getting 6. You're getting 6 independent bulbs. You can put them anywhere you need to. You are getting the little caps that create that little flashlight. You're also getting the adapters, which are like a little outlet, portable outlet with no attachment, and you're getting the light bulb stands, and it should be about $84. It's 60% off. You wanna get these home, you wanna try them. Just like Julie keeps talking about, you wanna go ahead and replace anywhere you don't have these rechargeable emergency LED light bulbs in your home, you should replace them. For $34.99, we're not limiting quantity. You're not gonna find anything else like this in the marketplace. They are a huge customer pick. We do 1 today's special a year, 1. This is it. We sold over 4.5 million of these light bulbs. You love them. You wait for a deal like this because you get the best value we're gonna do all year. It's the only light bulb today special that we're gonna do. So I'm glad you guys are here. Over 2,500 sets have been spoken for, and we just launched this about an hour and a half ago. If you're in the ordering process and you're waiting, you can use the QR code on your screen. We take every major credit card and everyone gets the today's special price. No club you have to join, no monthly fee. Everybody gets 30 days to be able to try it out. And Julie, I know that you are going over to a very common place where I think we have light bulbs still to this day, which is our bedside tables, which I love. But I want to also touch on the fact, since we're using these every day, there's no added maintenance, there's no added charging, there's also no added cost. In fact, it's actually saving us money, right?
Yes, they're LEDs, so they're energy efficient, and they're around $1 a year to use these bulbs. Get rid of those old, the glass ones that break and that get really hot. Just get rid of those if you have any of these and replace them with LEDs. Jared, our producer, replaced every single bulb in his house with these Living Glow bulbs because we lose power so much in the state of Florida. We also do the Today's Special in June because it's National Hurricane Month. This is the launch of the season. And if you live in Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Louisiana, you need these bulbs because these sell out. If you go into the big box store, you're gonna pay around $18 per bulb, and they don't have all the features that these do. But this is one of the #1 places where people use them. So again, you're gonna put them in your nightstand lamp table, little lamps, and you're gonna use them every single day and every single night. So you use them all the time. Each one is gonna last around 45 years if you use it 3 hours a day. But let me show you, in one of these lamps, I put a Living Glow, and in the other, I put a regular LED bulb. So maybe we could dim the lights just so we can show you, so you're, okay, perfect. Okay, so watch this. I don't wanna block a light. Let me sit down here.
No,
okay.
You're good, we can see you.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut the light. 1, 2, 3. Power goes out. Look what light, there's your Living Glow right there. Living Glow, if your lamp is on, it will automatically stay on. Okay, let me show you again with both lights. 1, 2, 3. Power goes out. The other lamp doesn't have a Living Glow bulb in it. I'll show you again. 1, 2, 3. Also, notice how it's in the soft.
Yeah, that's
right
what I was gonna say.
This is in the soft.
Okay.
You have soft in, but when it kicks into the emergency mode, it automatically goes into daylight, which is the bright white. Now, this is the other thing you need to do. So we have no power. Okay, you're in your bedroom. If you're asleep, these don't automatically come on. You would just go over and flip your switch. But what I'm gonna do, because let's say you need to check on your kids. You heard that zap, you need to go to the breaker box, you wanna check on the kids. You unscrew it, I know it's totally dark right now. In your little drawer there, on your desk stand, put this power cap in it, or maybe hang it. It's got a little hanging hook. You can hang it in the wires in your lamp so you always have it. But this right here, think about one bulb. This lights up a lamp, so this will light up an entire room, and you can walk around. So you have a portable flashlight. You have a portable flashlight.
I'm coming to you because I want everybody to see, like, and you can hand one to your spouse, hand one to the kids.
Hang it on your pants.
Hang it on your pants. We were getting fashionable with it earlier.
You
and
can
you
hang
can be
it.
completely hands-free.
Go to the basement.
In the emergency situation, go to the attic, go to the basement, go to the breaker box, go outside. You've got to get the dogs outside, or you've got to get the kids loaded into the car, because maybe you got to go to grandma's house because, I don't know, your food's going to spoil. Maybe grandma has power. Yeah, maybe grandma has power. But grandma probably hopefully needs these too. And I know that you guys are loving these. We have so many people trying to place your order, and right now one of those things that I think about is like some of the emergency things that I buy, I'm only gonna use during an emergency situation. This is a light bulb that you're gonna use every single day.
Every day.
Every day, in every single lamp. That could be a table lamp, a bedside lamp, that could be a floor lamp, that could be the guest room lamp, that could be the lamps that are in, you know, your, like your den area. Think about the bathroom sconces in your vanity area. You're getting six bulbs. How do you recharge? I know they say rechargeable. You recharge them by just screwing them into the place that you want a light bulb. They are LED, they are shatter resistant, they are gonna be cooler to the touch. The little end caps that we were creating, those great little flashlights, you're getting 6 of those. Plus, Julie will show you how these little plug adapters become the magic bulbs. And today, instead of like $85, you're getting them home for under $12. We're not limiting quantities. I know thousands have been picked up. Julie, show us again how the power plugs work.
Okay, so the power plugs, so we have our lamp here that's plugged into the wall. So you can actually unplug your lamp. Our lamp is off now. And then you can take these power plugs, you're getting 3 of them, and plug it in, and it turns your light on. Isn't that cool? I'll show you again. You're getting 3 power plugs. Plug it in, and then look at this. I'm not plugged into the wall. I'm holding my lamp, and I'm holding the end of the plug.
How long will that last?
That'll last 6 hours. So each bulb, if it's fully charged, which it is, and when you get them home, people say, well, how long do I charge them? When you use it, as long as it's been on for 10 hours, so, you know, in a few days.
In a few days, because
it's gonna be totally charged. You don't have to do anything. You never have to take those bulbs out of the socket. You never have to buy batteries. You put them in one time, and that's it. They are the best things ever.
And you don't have to choose whether you want the soft light or the daylight. Now there's a little switch right on board, and you can switch it right there to the soft light or to the daylight, and then you just screw them in anywhere you can screw in a light bulb. You're gonna want the Living Glow bulbs. Thank you guys so much for your orders. $11.66 gets it home. We are so happy that you're here and that you're shopping with us tonight. We've got Living Glow featuring incredible items this whole hour, so I don't want you to go too far. Read some of the reviews if you're